Okay, we are doing this. I'm so nervous, but we are doing this. All right. Hi, my name is Jade, and this is my first YouTube video. Just a little bit of background on me, since this is my first YouTube video and I have 0 subscribers. I'm a graphic designer and illustrator. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I live in Los Angeles, California. I love home decor. I love collecting plants, and I love collecting tattoos. And this video, if you can tell by the title, is going to be my tattoo tour. So I love watching tattoo tours on YouTube, and even with someone with 0 subscribers. And you know, I've got 23 tattoos. I counted yesterday, so I don't have a ton for some people. But I wanted to make this video because while I love watching tattoo tours, there just aren't a lot of tattoo tours on YouTube featuring women of color, and especially people with dark skin in general. And I know, like, within the tattoo community on Instagram and in general the world, we've been having tons of conversations about Black bodies and Black representation. And I feel like as a Black woman, it is super important to me to come on and show you all my tattoos, because I love them and I put a lot of effort into finding amazing artists, and collecting and representation is super important. So yeah, that is why I'm here today. So I'm gonna try to make this video not super duper long, but I'm so excited to share my collection with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. You don't have to enjoy my tattoos in particular. If you have any hate, please don't leave it below. This is my first video. Like, please do not greet me with hate. All of my tattoos are black work, either black work line work or black and gray. I do totally believe that as a dark-skinned person, it is possible to get color tattoos. For myself in particular, I just really like high contrast, bold tattoos. I have found that I love American traditional and that I love black work. So that's what I've stuck with. And because of how many I have, I'm also going to go from top to bottom, and I will kind of say, like, what is my most recent and what is considered not to be my first tattoo. Hi, Jade from the future here, editing Jade. So I realized as I was editing this that I didn't talk about price points or pain points. I'll start with pain. Pain is subjective. From my POV, all tattoos hurt. Some just hurt less than others. My arms and shoulders didn't really hurt at all. My legs hurt like crazy, but my thighs didn't hurt. So it's all subjective. Tattoos hurt. They don't tickle. So that's that on that. We're now joined by Bowser. Hey, hello. Regards to price points, I firmly believe that you get what you pay for, and I always do my due diligence to work with artists that I think that are amazing. In fact, I'm finding that as I'm getting further and further into collecting, I'm more interested in getting tattooed by a specific person than I am when it comes to getting a tattoo in particular. Hi. So my tattoos have ranged from, they've been as low as $80 to $800. It really all just depends. So starting at the very, very top, I have freckle tattoos on my face, and I think from this angle you guys are able to see them. So my freckle tattoos, I got my freckle tattoos done by Amy Brows in Austin, Texas. I will leave all details below, but also if I can figure out how to edit videos properly, I guess I'll put it somewhere on the screen too. But yeah, so Amy Brows did my freckles. I love them. I'm not someone who wears a lot of makeup because I'm lazy, but I also have extremely sensitive skin. They make me feel so comfortable. They just make me feel beautiful, and I found that they've really helped with just my confidence in my face and without wearing makeup, especially during the pandemic and with a mask on. So I just find them cute. I'm happy I got them. All right, so my next tattoo is on my shoulder. So I'll also insert a photo, but it is essentially a snake wrapped around an olive branch. This was done by my friend Josue Tattoos here in Los Angeles. I will link his or put his Instagram. It's Jose Acosta. So this tattoo is actually a cover-up of my very first tattoo. It was a lyric, a Coldplay lyric from the song Let Yellow going down my shoulder. I actually really loved the song, but I just got it done poorly. I went in to go get my first tattoo that day. I didn't really know anything. The lyrics completely blew out, just like completely blew out. And there was also a word error. I wouldn't say a spelling error, but there was a word error definitely on my part. All in all, I decided that it was time to get the tattoo covered. I decided to cover it with this snake wrapped around an olive branch because it was long enough to cover the quote. But honestly, it's one of those tattoos that is like grown or gotten more meaning as I've had it. Snakes are transformative creatures. I have also transformed greatly over the past few years. I've maintained a 120-pound weight loss. Won't talk about that in this video, but maybe if I decide to make more YouTube videos in the future, that's something that I will cover. So the same way how snakes transform, I feel like I was transforming. Cover-up tattoos are also a transformative experience. So yeah, all in all, that is my snakey. I call her Sly. So moving on, back to this arm. I have what I like to call an eclipse tarot card on this arm. I got this done by a young lady named Rachel. And Rachel did this tattoo for me while I was on a trip in New Orleans with my friends. So I love magic. I love the spooky stuff. While we were in New Orleans, I was just thinking about my favorite season of American Horror Story, which is Coven. Really wanted to just get a tarot card. I decided on this Eclipse tarot card that I kind of made up, being honest. Rachel knocked it out of the park, and I love it. So moving onward, going further down my arm, I have this rose right here. This rose was done by an amazing young lady named Catherine. She goes by 96 Tears on Instagram. Blackwork rose, love it. This was a cover-up. It was a pretty bittersweet cover-up for me. It was an example, and I think a lot of people, as you're collecting tattoos, we all realize this, where sometimes we try to pack a lot of meaning into a tattoo, and then because of that, the art itself just doesn't end up great, you know? So I had this tattoo on my arm. It had a lot of meaning packed into it for me, and I just looked down on it, and as I was getting more things on my body that I really loved, I realized that, you know, this isn't working anymore. So I got it covered, but I love the artist that did it, and that's why it was so bittersweet for me. So I already have another idea for that artist that I plan on getting in the future, but this was a bittersweet cover-up. I'm happy though that I got something that I love, especially since because of the placement, I literally have to look at it every single day. All right, so moving on. All right, so you like that. This is a dagger. This is my newest tattoo, so it might be a little bit stabby, or scabby rather. It was done by Stacy Koo Tattoos, who I love. This is one of Stacy's flash pieces. She was visiting San Francisco last week from when I'm filming this. And she just brought her book with her, and this was a piece that I resonated with. I love daggers. I love traditional work that leans on like that hopeless romantic type of feel. But yeah, so this is my newest tattoo, and right next to it is my oldest tattoo. So these are my arrows. It's probably the tattoo that has the most meaning to me at this point. But I was in a sorority. Our sorority symbol was the arrow in college. And also around the time I was obsessed with Casey Musgraves's Follow Your Arrow song. So follow your arrow wherever it points. It's super simple. I absolutely love it. Probably Pinterest inspired. As I said, it was my first tattoo, and it's held up pretty darn well if you ask me. I got this tattoo done in March of 2013. So it's 8 years old. Alrighty, so I think that is everything on this arm. So we will move back to my other arm. So in my inner arm here, I have this pencil. This pencil was done by an artist called Louis Bicycle. Louis no longer tattoos, but I love his work. I have some of his prints in other places in my apartment as well. So I'm so happy that I was able to get tattooed by Louis before he stopped tattooing. And it's silly, it's a pencil. I'm a creative. Pencils are the main tools for creatives. I love drawing pencils all the time myself, so I got that done. Going down a little bit further, I have this 93 right here. I was born in 1993. The year resonates with me. The number resonates with me. Initially, I told you all already, I had a 120-pound weight loss. My initial goal was to lose 93 pounds. I lost more than that, but I got this 93 tattoo now 2 years ago, holding up pretty well. But yeah, I love it. Going down again, my yin yang. This is a matching tattoo that I have with my boyfriend, Armand. We got these tattoos together on Valentine's Day. We took a trip out to Joshua Tree, camped in the desert. On our way home, we were like, we should get something together. And so we did. I got this yin yang, and obviously it's matching, so Armand got it as well, and it was his first tattoo. So sentimental in a different way, but it's just one of those things where I love it, he loves it, no matter what. And I'm happy we have it together, no matter what. All right, turning my body. All right, so behind my arm, I have this beautiful Justice scale. Gonna fix my bra, but I have this beautiful Justice scale. This was done by the amazing Emily K, aka M Buns, here in Los Angeles. Just once again, I'm really into the spooky. I'm really into the supernatural, witchy stuff. So I got this scale done. I love it. I love that it's just one of those tattoos that no matter what, it's always out, you know, and I love Emily stuff. I totally plan on getting tattooed more by Emily, and this was the first one, and I waited years to get it. Well, I waited years to get tattooed by her, and I'm just happy that it happened, you know, it's done. Love it. Hi, it's me again, Jade from the future, talking specifically about this tattoo, my Justice Scale tattoo. I just wanted to come in and say, like, yeah, I'm all into the spooky and the celestial and all that kind of stuff, but more than anything else, it's a justice tattoo. I decided to get this tattoo back in February, and a lot of it just had to do with justice and the injustices that we've always seen, and me being a Black woman and, you know, wanting to get something that was reminiscent of justice but also fell into the traditional tattoo space. So that's why I selected a Justice scale. Still love it, but yeah, just wanted to hop in and say that too, that it's a lot more than just like the spooky dooky celestial. It's definitely, it just is what it is. Okay, I think, let me check, because you know, like many people, I forget about things. All right, I think that's it on my arms. Now let's go to my fingers. So on my fingers on both hands, I have just these little dots. A lot of people have finger dots. These were done by my baby, my love, Haisu Tattoo. Haisu is one of those tattoo artists where you go to her and you think it's just gonna be an appointment, and all of a sudden, like, she just becomes one of your closest friends. And I'm sure a lot of people who get tattooed by her feel that way, but me personally, love you, babe. So Haisu gave me these finger dots pretty recently. I like them. They're something that, you know, finger tattoos are weird. They hurt. I like how little and dainty these are, and that I forget about them all of the time. And eventually I'll go, we only did one shot at them, and I was likely screaming the entire time. So definitely gonna have to get it touched up, but yeah, for now, I love them. Moving on to another tattoo that Haisu did for me, is this lady on my leg. I call her my celestial lady. Her name is Nova in my head. I will also insert a photo because, man, this is gonna be hard to show. The entire time I've been like, oh, my leg tattoos, and I love my leg, but it's gonna be hard to show. I drew this one up on my iPad. I might even throw in the original drawing that I did of Nova, but I loved it so much. It was, or she is my second leg tattoo and my only tattoo on this leg in particular, and I will probably leave it that way. I love that this side of my body is turning out to be emptier than this side of my body. But yeah, it's just like a nice celestial pretty lady sitting on my legs in her cloudy hair. So yeah, that's for this leg. All right, now moving over to the leg that's gonna be so hard to film, and it is my tattooed leg that I'm working specifically on my tattooed sleeve on. We'll do my best. We'll insert photos because, like I said before, I'm dark skinned. I tried to stay with high contrast tattoos. I understand that they might be a little bit difficult to see, especially with my lighting and my lack of YouTube knowledge. So, all right, so on this thigh, I have this skull flower pot, and this one was done by Trinidad Tattoos here in Los Angeles. He's got a strong style when it comes to line work. I love the way that he does skulls. And when I saw like the way that he drew skulls in particular, I was like, I need a skull tattooed. I knew that I kind of wanted something on this thigh area. And I told him like, hey, what about a skull flower pot? And he just took this, he did the sketch. He just put like a few, like what feels a little bit more like house plants or sprigs coming out of it versus flowers, which is what I had asked for initially. But this was his sketch without the flowers, and I saw it and it was like, done, I want it. And he did it. Took him about an hour. It was absolutely painless. I've had it now for 4 months, so it's a pretty new heel, but also what I love about it is that it really doesn't look like it's going to need a touch up. But yeah, dude, Juliano, you're watching this, knocked it out the park. Great. All right, this tattoo right here, also again, I will try to take some photos, but this one says Coco, and it is a memorial tattoo for my very first dog. Her name was Coco, obviously. She was the love of my life. She passed away last February. She would have turned 13 last year, so she passed away at the top of the pandemic. And I was not home, unfortunately. Like I said before, I'm from New Jersey, so she was home with my family. I didn't get to say goodbye. And regardless of being able to give a proper goodbye or anything like that, I would have probably gotten this tattoo. But when she had passed away, it was a few days before the last Friday the 13th that you could have gotten tattooed in 2020. And she also, like I said, would have turned 13 last year, so it all kind of felt serendipitous. So I was able to get this tattooed by Maxwell Sherman Snyder. Thank you so much, Maxwell. Again, this was during his apprentice, and he was just so good and so welcoming, and I'm happy to have it on my leg and look down and see my baby Coco. All right. Okay, I'm nervous about showing my legs because I just want it to be good. I just want it to be good. Man, might require some photos. All right, let's see if I turn it. All right, so yay, leg. All right, so my whole leg is tattooed. Might require some photos, but the whole thing is tattooed. So to just give you a look of how all of this is turning out, and then as I go through, I will show some photos, I guess. So let me back up. All right, so here at the top of my leg, I have this fan. It was done by Haisu. Once again, absolutely love her. It was the first tattoo that touched my knee, and I describe it to everyone as the tattoo that I thought was going to kill me. But next to another, there's one other one that I thought was gonna kill me on the back of my leg. But yeah, first tattoo to touch my knee, thought it was gonna kill me. Underneath my fan, I have this witch, and then I also have a crying heart down by my ankle. It's probably just gonna be easier for me to show you how they look over here, to be quite honest, but my witch was done by the great Austin Maples. Austin just opened a new shop here in Los Angeles. It's called Enjoy LA Tattoos. I live very close to it. He was able to get me in for an appointment, which I was like, yes, and I asked him for a traditional witch and a traditional burnt grim crying heart, because I just felt like they would fill out those two spots on my legs perfectly, and it all worked out. So off to the right side of my leg, I have this hand holding peonies. This was done by Nicholas Lee Tattoos, based in San Francisco. I always wanted a hand holding tattoo. I'll probably get another one at some point too, but I really love the peonies because peonies are the California state flower, but they're also the August birth flower, and August is the birth month for both me and my mama. Okay, just feel like I just keep moving. All right, so on this side, I have a dagger. I think I keep just saying this over and over again, but I will put in photos. I have this dagger right here, and then I have a poison bottle. These were both done by Katie Wiley, and Katie is based in Texas. She owns Send the Sun Tattoos, which is where I also got my freckle tats. And yeah, like I said before, I got them done last year on my birthday. It just, like the poison, the dagger, I had been watching a lot of The Craft. I had been watching a lot of Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. I love both of those movies. So I just felt like they would be perfect to fit in on my leg. All right, now to the back of my leg, which may be the end of this video. Oh Lord. How do you guys do this? You know what? Now I've just decided, instead of trying to show you in person, I will just insert a photo of the back of my leg. It's gonna be the easiest way to do it. So on the back of my leg, I have a moth. The moth was my first leg tattoo, and I swore when I got the moth done that I would never, ever, ever, ever get another leg tattoo done. Oh my gosh. I thought, you know, my legs are strong. They are mighty. There's no way that leg tattoos are gonna be difficult. And guess what? They are. But also guess what? Now the majority of my tattoos are on my legs. I love my moth. I'll probably get another one. I have plans for another placement that I think would be perfect for a moth. So you just have to wait and see if I make another video. And last but not least, my last leg tattoo is my cactus. This was also done by Haisu. I love it. It was a rough spot. Like, man, like that back of ankle area, whew. But I had like a really weird shape on the back of my leg, and I did not know what to put there, if it was going to be multiple tattoos, if it was just going to be one, but it was just weird. And then I went to the plant shop and I bought this cactus. I will put a photo over there. And I was like, man, like the way that this cactus is shaped would fit perfectly. So this is technically like my first real gap filler, I guess. And it's large, but it's my first real weird gap filler, and I love it. Hurt like a bitch, but I absolutely love it. And yeah, that is it. Those are all of my tattoos. Oh, I guess I missed one. So the one being this little color swatch that I have right here. And this is done by Fari, who goes by Kiss My Angst on Instagram. And while I said at the top of the video, like I don't really plan on getting color tattoos, this was just a place where I have it on my arm and there is color, and it is a reminder to me that it is possible. It is impossible to tattoo dark skin. It is a possibility for us. So while it is not something that I want for myself, I would rather just stick with black work and black and gray tattoos. It can be done. So don't let anybody tell you that it can't be. You see them little dots, the color is there. So now formally, that is it. Whew. That is my tattoo tour. We did it. Don't know if I'm gonna be making a lot more YouTube videos, but like this if you like it. Tell me to make more if you want to see more. And if you just want to see more of me in general, if you enjoyed hearing me talk to myself, you can follow me anywhere on the internet. My handle is @JadeIndie. I'll leave it at the bottom. I post some of my artwork, I post some shenanigans, and I post my dog Bowser. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Bye.